My recommendations for the main AI tool you should use in your business have changed. So here's what I want you all to know. We all agreed back last year that everyone in our business needs secure access to AI, access where they don't need to redact and anonymize and organize. They can just use it freely in their workflow. And we all believe that at some point it will be Copilot because it's part of our Microsoft platform. I know I'm ignoring the businesses that are using Google. I'll get to you too. But the majority of us, accountants, lawyers, professional services, are on Microsoft. And so we all believed that it will become Copilot at some point. But 2024 and most of 2025, Copilot was just not good enough. It was slow. It was frustrating. It was just not very smart. It felt like it's not very clever, and that was because it was using older AI models compared to the others. But in August 2025, they introduced GPT-5 into Copilot. That means that Copilot became almost as smart as the others. It was the latest model by OpenAI at that point, so it was as smart. ChatGPT still has more features, capabilities, and it's more fun to use. But Copilot became almost as good and good enough for business use. And if we add to that all the simpler security considerations, because it's all part of our Microsoft platform and there isn't a third party, it becomes the easy choice. The other thing that happened with Copilot is that they introduced Copilot Chat and Copilot in the Microsoft Office apps, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Teams, and many others, into the standard business subscription. So we don't need to buy an extra subscription. It's already there. That makes it a total no-brainer for our team to start using it. There are some things to look at. We need to make sure they're logged in with a business account. They see the green shield up the top right. Click that. It will tell you all about the security considerations, and you'll get to the conclusion, probably, if you read it, which you should, that you're as safe as the rest of your Microsoft platform and that you're sharing your data still with Microsoft, no third parties. So Copilot does become the no-brainer option. What happens with the other tools? So my favorite in 2025 was ChatGPT. It was fun to use, easy to use, reliable, and impressed everyone who used it. And because our main goal in 2025 was to create literacy, we wanted our team to just use AI to develop their prompting skill and their AI response verification skills. We wanted them to use it a lot. And so ChatGPT was it. Now Copilot is better and we can use that. And there's also a shift there between ChatGPT and Claude. Claude from Anthropic was a smaller third place, but it seems to now be giving ChatGPT a real fight. And it seems like Claude is positioning itself more towards business users, with ChatGPT has a lot in the consumer area. Claude has introduced Claude Cowork, our desktop companion, which seems to already be very powerful working with local files. It also has a lot of other capabilities, skills in finance and legal and all sorts. They're a bit more immature, they're emerging, but its ability to work with files is pretty phenomenal and the first to introduce these capabilities. So if you're still considering something other than Copilot, Claude might be a really good one to look at compared to ChatGPT. So what should you do? Well, if you haven't decided and if you're not sure and if you still have concerns, go Copilot. It's the easy option. You've already got it included, so look for that and figure out how to use that. And if you buy the extra subscription, you get more. You get deep research, you get more options with agents, you get notebooks to organize things, you get so much more. I think it's worth it, but you decide. If you're a ChatGPT business, you might want to consider whether it's time to go Copilot, or if you insist on staying outside of the Microsoft world, have a look at Claude, be familiar with it so that you're making an informed decision to stay where you are or to move. If you're on any, also if you're on Copilot, it's not a bad idea to have your AI champions or your innovation leaders have a play with those newer tools like Claude and Claude Cowork, because they may find some use cases that work really well and are safe, and they may just be more prepared and see what's coming, because everything they're doing, all the others are going to do as well. And if you're on Google, you've got Gemini. Gemini is awesome. It continues being a fantastic tool, easy to use, great models, very clever, keeps innovating. Have fun, stay where you are. So Overall, what I'm seeing on the ground in accounting and law firms in Australia and New Zealand, I'm seeing more and more going with Copilot and hardly anyone starting with anything else right now. In the mainstream, innovators, different story. And for that reason, in my upcoming workshops in Adelaide and then online around introduction to Copilot and then agents in accounting, I'm going to focus primarily on Copilot. We will look at other tools because I do think that it's important to see what's happening, but we'll mostly use Copilot and its capabilities because that's what we use in Microsoft firms.